I am 104 years old. My father died of a heart attack at 52. My brother Willis died at 61. Same way, heart just stopped. Every doctor who looked at my chart told me I was walking the same road. They were right about the road. They were wrong about the destination. I should be dead. The genetics said so. The family history said so. But I'm still here, still walking my mile every morning, still eating the same 10 foods my wife Odessa learned to cook 60 years ago. And I need to tell you what they are. My name is Clarence Jefferson. People call me CJ. I am 104 years old, and every doctor who told me I'd be dead by 60 is in the ground. Now, I don't say that to be clever. I say it because it's the truth, and the truth is what I owe you. My father died of a heart attack when he was 52. I was 19 years old, standing in the doorway of our house in Selma, watching them carry him out. My brother Willis went the same way, 61 years old, sitting in his recliner watching the evening news. Heart just stopped. So when I turned 45 and Dr. Franklin Myers sat me down in his office in Detroit, I knew what was coming. He had my chart open, glasses pushed down on his nose, and he looked at me the way you look at someone you feel sorry for. He said, CJ, you're walking the same road your father walked, and you know where that road ends. I sat there, 45 years old, and I felt like I was already dead, just waiting for my body to catch up. But Dr. Myers didn't stop there. He pulled out a piece of paper and started writing. Foods, 10 of them. He said, this isn't medicine, it's older than medicine. But if you do this, you might have a chance. I didn't believe food could save a heart. But I was 45 years old and scared, so I listened. Now I'm not a doctor. I delivered mail for 38 years, walked 14 miles a day through rain, snow, Detroit summers that felt like breathing through a wet towel. That's what I know. But I've been living in this body for 104 years, and I've learned something the doctors don't always tell you. Your heart is a tenant, not an owner. You got to maintain the building or it moves out. See, your arteries are supposed to be soft, flexible, like a garden hose that can bend when you need it to. But the way most people eat, the way most people live, those arteries turn stiff, like old pipes. And when the pipes get stiff, the pressure builds up. And when the pressure builds up long enough, something breaks. There's something in your body, the doctors call it nitric oxide, that keeps everything flowing smooth, keeps the pipes soft, keeps the pressure from building up. And certain foods, simple foods, they help your body make more of it. Here are the 10 foods that kept the building standing. The first 3 are what I call the pressure regulators: beets, hibiscus tea, bananas. Now let me tell you about beets. It was 1968, about a year after Dr. Myers gave me that list. My wife, Odessa, Lord, I miss that woman. She stood in our kitchen with a bowl of sliced beets, looking proud of herself. I looked at that bowl and said, "Woman, what is that? Looks like something you'd feed a rabbit." Odessa just smiled. She'd heard worse from me over the years, but she kept at it. Added a little lemon, some olive oil, a pinch of salt, and after a few weeks, she made that beet salad taste like something worth eating. Every Sunday after church, Mount Olive AME, 11 o'clock service, we'd come home and Odessa would put out that beet salad before dinner for 50 years, every single Sunday. My brother Willis came to visit one summer, saw the beets on the table, saw the hibiscus tea Odessa was pouring, and he laughed at me, said, "Man, what happened to you, eating like a bird, drinking pink juice?" Willis kept eating the way Mama cooked: fried chicken, fried pork chops, biscuits with butter. He said that's how our people always ate, and he wasn't about to change now. Willis told me I was eating rabbit food. 3 months later, I was wearing a black suit to his funeral. The beets open up the blood vessels, like widening a road so there's no traffic jam. The hibiscus tea does the same thing. Odessa used to drink it because she thought it was pretty. That dark red color Turns out it was doing work on the inside she didn't even know about. And bananas. 1 banana a day, that's all. The potassium pushes the salt out, keeps everything balanced, simple as that. The next two are what I call the rhythm keepers, raw almonds and pomegranate. When I was walking my mail route, I kept raw almonds in my pocket. 14 miles a day, you need something to keep you steady. Not candy, not chips, almonds. They've got magnesium in them, and magnesium keeps the heart beating regular, like a drummer keeping time. You take away the drummer, the whole band falls apart. The pomegranate that came later. My daughter Carolyn brought some to the house in the 80s. She'd read something about it the way young people do. Odessa started adding pomegranate to everything, salads, oatmeal, just eating the seeds straight from the fruit. What it does is clean out the arteries. Think of it like a pipe cleaner for your blood vessels. All that buildup, the stuff that makes the pipes narrow, pomegranate helps clear it out. Now here's something I need to tell you. Dr. Myers, the man who gave me that list, who scared me straight, who told me I was walking toward my grave, he died of a heart attack in 1989, 63 years old. I don't say that to be cruel. I say it because knowing ain't the same as doing. That man knew everything I know, probably more. But he didn't do it. He told me to eat the almonds, but he kept a candy bar in his desk drawer. I saw it. He told me about the pomegranate, but he ate lunch from the hospital cafeteria, fried fish, mashed potatoes from a box. Knowledge that stays in your head doesn't save you. Only knowledge that gets into your hands, into your kitchen, into your daily life, that's what saves you. The next two are what I call the quiet workers, steel-cut oats and flax seeds. These aren't exciting foods. They don't taste like celebration, but they're the ones that show up every day, and that's what your heart needs. Every morning for 57 years, I've eaten steel-cut oats. Not the instant kind, that's oatmeal for people in a hurry. I got time. You cook it slow, 20, 30 minutes, and it does something the instant kind can't do. There's something in it, beta-glucan, that wraps up the cholesterol like a sponge and carries it out. In the 90s, Odessa started putting ground flax seeds on top. She'd read about it somewhere. I didn't ask questions. That woman kept me alive for 54 years. If she said put seeds on the oatmeal, I put seeds on the oatmeal. The flax seeds keep the blood moving smooth, help prevent strokes. My doctors, I've been through 6 of them, outlived 4. They always acted surprised my cholesterol was so low. They wanted to put me on pills. I told them I already had a pill. It was sitting in my breakfast bowl. Doctors ask me how I'm still here. I tell them my wife learned to make beets taste like something worth living for. Now the summer foods, watermelon and cooked tomatoes. I still keep a garden. Can't walk 14 miles anymore, but I can water tomatoes. My granddaughter Tamara lets me use a little patch in her backyard here in Atlanta. Every morning I'm out there before the heat comes, checking on my plants. Those tomatoes, you gotta cook them. Raw is fine, but when you cook them down, let them break open in the pan, they give you more. There's something in them, lycopene, that protects the blood vessels. Heat unlocks it. And watermelon. Lord, I think about summer in Detroit. Odessa would cut it thick. She always cut it thick, and we'd sit on the porch after Sunday dinner spitting seeds into the yard like children. 60 years old, 70 years old, spitting watermelon seeds and laughing. Watermelon's got something in it that helps the blood flow. L-something, I can never remember the word, but I remember the taste. Cold and sweet on a hot afternoon, juice running down your chin, Odessa handing me a napkin and shaking her head. Those are the summer foods. But the last one, that's the foundation. Lentils. Every winter, Odessa made lentil soup. Big pot on the stove, simmering all afternoon. That woman made lentil soup that could raise the dead. Ham hock, onions, garlic, bay leaves, and those little brown lentils breaking down until the soup was thick and rich. When Odessa passed in 2018, I stopped cooking. Couldn't stand in that kitchen without her. Lost 15 pounds in 2 months. My daughter Carolyn was worried sick. Then one Saturday, my granddaughter Tamara came to the house. She had a notebook in her hand. She said, "Granddaddy, I want to learn how to make Grandma's soup." I sat at the kitchen table and watched her. She asked me questions: how much salt, how long to cook the onions, when did Grandma add the bay leaves, and I found myself remembering everything. The way Odessa hummed while she stirred, the way she'd taste from the wooden spoon and nod to herself when it was right. Tamara made that soup, put a bowl in front of me. I sat at the table and cried, not sad tears, grateful tears. That woman saved my life, and she was still saving it. Lentils are fiber. They keep everything running smooth, keep your body processing what it needs to process. But more than that, they're the foundation. They keep you grounded. They remind you that the simple things done consistently are what keep you alive. These are the 10 foods. But let me tell you why I'm really sharing this. I watch my granddaughter Tamara come home at 9 o'clock at night. I watch her skip breakfast, drink coffee for lunch, eat whatever's fast for dinner. I watch her staring at her phone, working on weekends, running herself into the ground the way people do now. And I see myself at 45. I see Willis at 60. If you're watching this, maybe I see you too. Maybe you're so busy living that you forgot your heart is a tenant, not an owner. Maybe you think you've got time. Maybe you think you'll eat better next year, slow down next year, take care of yourself when things calm down. Things don't calm down, not until they stop. I'm not telling you this to scare you. I'm telling you because you still have time. I was 45 when I changed. Some of you watching aren't even close to that yet. Odessa gave me 50 more years. These foods, simple foods, nothing fancy, nothing expensive, they gave me 50 more years. I'm giving them to you now, free of charge. I thank God every morning I wake up. 104 years and I'm still here. Still walking my mile before breakfast, still watering my tomatoes, still eating my oatmeal. I want you to be here too. If this meant something to you, share it with someone whose heart you want to keep beating. And if you want more of these, subscribe. I got 104 years of lessons I'm trying to give away.